you are live.
Hey guys, how's it going? So tonight we are making a nacho dip, and this is going to be one of my all-time favorite nacho dips. It's super simple. It's a one-pot one, and let's go and get started. Cameraman, as always, is Joey Bear.
Hey everybody, how are you? Thank you for joining. As you guys are coming in, I just want to let you know we are testing some new microphones today. We got some wireless mics, hopefully to give you guys some better audio. I don't have to muffle my voice so much. Danielle doesn't have to try to yell over the fan. But they're new, so let us know if they're not working well or if you're getting any echoing or problems. Also, I am watching the comments, so if you have anything to say, share it in there. I will pass it along to Danielle. We've already got people rolling in, comments rolling in. Smoking what? Awesome. Just said hi to his half a friend.
Your half a friend is here.
Yes.
Hey, show him the dishes.
What am I showing them the dishes for?
Where's your kid, man? You said that we were like going to trade. I was going to give you food and your kid was going to come over and do my dishes.
The house shoe hostess is here. She says, hey, Dee and Joe. And holy cow, they're rolling in. I can't keep up. Sorry, guys. Lots of shout outs to be had. If you want a shout out, say hi. I'll give you a shout out.
And you're going to have to excuse us because we're just coming off of another live off Pinterest, and I made meatballs. So I'm going to have to check on these for a little bit and pull them out before I burn them, because Joey would not be happy if I burned his meatballs. But let's go and get started. This should be interesting. We are going to try a new kind of recipe, and I'm doing it live with you guys. So it wouldn't be interesting unless, you know, we catch something on fire. Again, let us know how the microphones are. I have the vent fan on, and we have this little furry thing that's supposed to muffle it, but we're hoping that it works well and you guys can hear us okay. And I don't want to set off the smoke alarms with you guys on here. So we have our pot here. I wonder if I should get a bigger one.
Harry McNeff joined.
No, we'll do this size.
We've got New Day 729 said hi. Hello.
Hey guys. So we are making a super simple nacho dip, and I'm using 1 pound, I should say, starting off with 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef. You could do a grass-fed. You can do whatever you want. Personally, I like the 80/20 because you get a little bit of that fat without it being too greasy. Like a ground chuck is going to be really greasy. And this is already going to have a bunch of other stuff in it, so we don't want that layer on top. So normally, I'm really debating if I should get a bigger pot. I'm feeling like I'm going to have this thing overflow like crazy.
Get a bigger pot.
I don't know if it's going to show well or not.
Well, that's all that matters. Katie's Cardio Kitchen joined. That, you got my attention. Do you work out while you cook? I want to know.
All right, let's do
How does that work?
This one.
And also, we probably need some of your cardio tips because I've been eating lava cakes and meatballs all day.
Yeah, so I'm ready to start the first 2 weeks super healthy and go for it, and then just, you know, go back into my normal habit after that.
Yeah.
Actually, I was supposed to be doing I do a detox every 3 to 4 months or so, just, you know, a minor one. And I just got an email saying, oh, because of the New Year's, it's going to be cut back. I'm like, oh, darn it. All right, so we have our pan. We're letting that heat up just a little bit. 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to add that in. We want to brown it. And I don't know if you guys have seen this thing. My mind was blown when I saw my girlfriend have it. It's just a masher. Like, this thing is genius.
Doesn't look like a masher.
Well, you know, it's a breaker-upper thing.
A breaker-upper, yeah. That's what I would have called it.
That's the technical term, breaker-upper thingy.
Okay, Katie said cooking, cardio workouts, and nursing. Interesting concept, combination there.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing. I was hoping to see somebody like running in place while cooking, you know, jumping jacks.
Why don't you do that?
I don't want to show off.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, we all know. All right, we are going to add 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. And I shouldn't say I'm totally experimenting on this because it is a proven recipe. I've made this a bunch of times, but I've never made it with this cheese which all you guys that use dairy-free cheese, you know each cheese is completely different. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. But I got it the other day and I posted it because last weekend I made chili, and a lot of people asked where I got it from. I bought it from Harris Teeter, so if you guys have Harris Teeter by you, check it out. I'm sure they have a website and a dealer locator and everything on there. But anyways, I made chili. I put the cheese on the chili and it melted. Like, it actually melted. So my mind was blown. Like, all right, I've got to make...
First the cheese melted, then your brain melted.
Yep, I'm super excited. So got to try it, and we're going to try it in a cheese dip because the next few days I'm just going to work on editing and stuff like that and take a few days off of actually shooting videos. So,
and I once again forgot to comment and pin the comment of what you're making, so tell everybody what you're making again.
You got 2 jobs.
I know.
You're fired as soon as we're done with this one.
Until
we do the next one. We are making I don't know if you want to call it a queso dip, or I'm just calling it a nacho dip.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't post it, because she didn't actually know what it was called. That's why.
So if you go to the website, if you go to any place where my recipes are, it's called Easy Beef Queso.
Easy Beef Queso. And what's your website?
thesaltycooker.com.
There it is.
I'm kind of running out of tools here because we've been shooting a little bit. What do I want? We'll do this. So we're just going to brown this up. Let me turn up this heat just a little bit.
Guys, how's the sound with the fan going? That's what we were working on, because the last time we shot live with the fan on, it wasn't sounding great, so we put this little muffler on there to try to quiet that down. So let us know how we sound with that fan running.
Can you hear the fan? Is it a pain? Should I turn it off?
Says sounds fine, so cool.
Awesome. Okay, so what are some New Year's resolutions, guys? What's everyone doing, thinking?
So far, mine was eat more lava cakes in 2023.
Yeah, as we just made peanut butter lava cakes.
And did I have another one?
No, you said you were going to think about it.
Oh yeah.
And then you did not report back on what you thought about.
Yeah, good call.
Just leaving it at that?
Yeah. I like to keep my goals simple and attainable.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I've been working on a few. So I'm going to work on technically working less hours. Work smarter, not harder. That's definitely going to be a big one. So this weekend, I'm working on a lot of the new schedule. Very lucky that this last year, work-wise, did really well as far as, working with new brands and things like that. So now I have somebody helping me out with posting on other platforms. Instagram, not yet. I like to talk to everyone on here, so I think I'm going to still keep this one, just me. But she helps me out with a lot of different things as far as like the website, recipes, and Nikki, Beach Girl, she helps out with a lot of writing, stuff like that. So my goal this next year is to do more lives, because this is really, I keep going back to what is the most enjoyable part. Obviously love cooking, but I think this is my favorite thing. It's a lot of fun to get on here and talk with you guys and talk to your half a friend.
Use what you have said, no resolutions, every day do your best. That's great advice.
Yep, love that.
Scale and Taylor said New Year's resolution, organize all my spices and rubs.
Hey, when you're done doing that, I have a lot that I need help with, please.
Yeah, you're going to show that? You're going to show that messy thing?
Please and thank you. And this is just one of them.
Yeah, that's not the 2 closets we also have.
No, I have a full pantry with just spices. So when you're done, I'll feed you. We're going to do 1 packet of taco seasoning. Your favorite taco seasoning. I just use personally whatever's on sale. And for this dip, Well, for anything, I like a little bit of spice, but I'm not a heat person. So, you know, again, that's going to be personal preference too, because so many taco seasonings have a lot of heat to them. What are some other resolutions?
We got one said having a baby. Good luck with that.
Congratulations.
Let's see. No resolutions from Harry McNeff as of yet. Good call. You know, just
Yeah.
keep it simple.
Yeah, just go with it and just, you know, I like that. Going with it and just be a good person, you know. Okay, we are going to add 14 ounce, 16 ounce of refried beans. So I always do pinto. You could do a black bean. That would be really good.
A really nice shot of your hand here too.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
My burn marks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I burned myself pretty good the other day.
Or your old skin. You guys, Danielle looks at me the other night and goes, "Does my skin look old?"
It's just, you know, those random moments that you're just like,
And then
man.
Danielle, what was my response?
Was it, how does skin look
I
old?
was like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
She's like, good call. Just don't answer, basically. That was my goal. Just don't answer.
You guys know how it is, especially
I mean-
after you are married for so long. Half of it is you're just trying to fill the time, and then the other time is just like, you just think of just random stuff. All right, it doesn't look great so far. I swear it's going to get better. We are adding, I think it's 1 cup. Oh no, 2 cups. Let's find something. Oh, here's one. That's not dirty.
Harry McNeff said, "You look gorgeous." Obviously, Harry,
Thank
that was the right answer. And I'm just not good under pressure like that, you know?
Yeah.
Kizzy B88 said, "It's interesting that you don't drain the fat off the ground beef."
Nope. I keep everything in it.
That's where all the flavor's at.
So, yes. And we're just going to mix this. Let me turn it up a little bit. So, normally what I do is I wait until it cools a little bit and then I just skim it right off. It makes it a little bit easier versus trying to put a paper towel in there, pull it out. You're still going to get some. But yeah, that is where a lot of your flavor is. And when you're using a dairy-free cheese, the fat from the meat is going to help break down the cheese, as far as I've seen. I'm not a scientist.
I was going to say, is that a scientific fact, or are you making up some
Well,
Joey science?
it's a little bit of Joey science.
Okay.
But no, I found that, like, I was trying to think of what I just did. I did a hamburger mac and cheese, and I accidentally used ground chuck versus 80-20, and it had a lot of fat to it. So, but I was in the middle of filming, so I just kept going. I added in the cheese, tried it again with a different recipe, exact same thing. So, I don't know if it's the fat from it. That would be my first guess. Okay, so now we're just going to let that bubble just a little bit. Let me just make sure I got everything. We have our ground beef, our refried beans, salt, next is going to be cheese. And I'm going to do both bags. We're just going to go for it, you know.
Cheese it up.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I need a little bit more taco seasoning, because I did a little bit more refried beans in this because I'm trying to do one pot to make it simple, so there's not a bunch of leftover this, leftover that. And fingers crossed, guys, I have not tried this, so if it doesn't turn out, it's not my fault.
Blame Tank.
What a disclaimer. Yeah, blame Tank. It's Tank and Stitch's fault. You know, they're in their beds right now. Gave me
Living
the
their
idea.
best life. That dog Stitch, he was out in the sun today just basking in it. Just loving life.
He's seriously ridiculous.
I've never seen a happier dog in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much most dogs are happy looking all the time, you know. This dog is like a whole nother level.
Yeah, it cracks me up because we've always said, like, he's just that dog that, I hope it melts. That he's just happy no matter what, just happy to be here. And even his vets, without us saying anything, they're just like, man, he's just happy to be here. Yep. All right. Oh, I hope this melts. It should. It melted in the chili. I would think it would melt here. But yeah, so this will feed a crowd. It's great for New Year's and definitely good if you're hungover for New Year's Day. So a lot of recipes, and this would be great for us to talk about while, oh yay, it is melting. While it's melting, is what kind of recipes with New Year's resolution are you guys looking for? So far on Pinterest and TikTok, there was a lot of going to no sugar or sugar substitute, low sugar, high protein, which a lot of the stuff that I feel like I cook is high protein. But what are you guys looking for? What are your thoughts on this?
Smoking what? Asked, how do I join Resolution Gym?
Oh,
exactly.
So on my thing, I found a meme that was, I'm going to start a gym called Resolution, where the first 2 weeks we're working out, and then after that it turns into a bar.
Nice. I bet you'd get a lot of people signing up for that.
Yeah, I think that'd be amazing. You know, it's kind of like the beer and yoga.
You know, there's a lot of mixing things with breweries these days. I don't see why you wouldn't mix a gym with it.
Yeah, I've never understood that concept as far as like working out and then drinking. Like, I mean, I've gone to the gym at 9:30 and thought, I don't want to be here. I'd much rather be drinking a beer on the beach when it's, 80, 90 degrees out. But I never think right after working out, oh, ice cold beer sounds really good right now. I don't get that.
The best ones are the runs or the bikes where like they're running from brewery to brewery and pounding a beer at each one and running. Like, I don't know how they do it.
No, that's too much. All right, I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to give it a taste test. I'm really thinking I may need to add one more taco packet in.
And you're walking out of screen. She does this on purpose, you guys. What's the verdict?
It's so borderline. I feel like when it sits by tomorrow, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit more salt, but no, because when it sits for a little bit, it's going to really intensify. So I'm just going to add half a teaspoon. Actually, I'll add a little bit more pepper, but no, this tastes good. So it's not very appealing looking, but I'll tell you guys, it is so good. Ooh, that pepper got me. Yeah, don't get me in this shot. All right. So let's come over here, get our nachos together. Ooh. So yeah, this melted really good. So if you guys are looking for new dairy-free, this is Vitalife.
Show me the package again.
Yeah,
okay.
Take a look at that versus my face making goofy faces.
Vitalife dairy-free, yeah.
Yeah, and they make a mozzarella one. We just tried that. It did melt pretty good, but I actually like how this one melted way more. So, favorite chips. Now, you guys know I'd be piling this up way more than this, but
yeah, that's the smallest plate I've ever seen you make nachos on. Or whatever this is. I don't know. I guess it's not nachos. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nachos, so you can add your sour cream, jalapeno. Now, there's a lot of things that you guys are going to, I'm sure, see this and be like, why didn't you add jalapeno or onion? This is a super simple dip. So, yes, you can add in an onion, you can add in green pepper, poblano pepper would be really good. Top it with jalapeno, do whatever you want with modifying it. This is just a really simple, easy, delicious nacho queso dip, however you want to call it. You could even add a can of chopped tomatoes, diced tomatoes. That would be really good. But
so consider this the base and top it off, add as you wish.
Yeah, make it your own. Make what you want to do with it. We need a, I almost just grabbed that ladle. Yeah, so just make it your own. Oh, I am so happy right now. Lava cake was dinner. Then we just had meatballs. Oh, I gotta get the meatballs out of the oven. Meatballs, and now this is dessert. Yes.
Joe says top it with lava cake. I don't know. Now look, I'm pretty I go crazy with the lava cakes, okay? But I don't know if I want them on the queso. Although, sweet and salty, it might work.
It's so good. Oh, I'm so hungry. So, any questions on the recipe? I know I was talking a lot.
Talking. No. See, guys, I keep feeding her the coffee right beforehand now to get her to just go. So, you know, it's working. But
yeah, I mean, I think I'm on my 5th cup today. I mean, I only got a couple hours of sleep thanks to somebody.
Yeah.
Woke me up, and I was wide awake. 11 o'clock at night. I fell asleep at like 10. Woke up at 11 o'clock last night, wide awake, thinking about, oh, what should I make tomorrow in the lives? And just started grocery shopping, making myself hungry, thinking about the food that we're making today. But yeah, so this is, you can see it feeds a crowd. So this is great if you guys are going to be entertaining, and you can freeze it. You can put it in like the, airtight containers and freeze it up to 6 months. Substitutes for the meat. You could do ground chicken. You can do ground turkey. You can omit the meat if you just want to do a vegan version of it. You can just do the refried beans, the dairy-free cheese. If you're not dairy-free, you can use regular milk and regular cheese in it too.
Harry said that's a lot of coffee. Yeah, especially for a girl who just recently said she's not drinking more than 2 cups a day.
Yeah.
Progression of Will says looks great and sound quality was great. Awesome stuff. Thank you. We appreciate that feedback.
Yes.
We've been trying to solve the sound issue for a little while now, and I think we nailed it. So that's awesome.
Yeah. And this is going to be our last live before New Year's. So I'm going to put out there a New Year's resolution. If you guys have any type of recipes that you're looking for, send me a DM, message me, do what you want to do on commenting even below once we post this tonight. I would love to hear style recipes that you guys are looking for. I do have a lot of sweets that are going to be coming out that have no refined sugar in them. We're going to be doing a lot of date sugar in it, some bananas, fruit for sweetener, and a lot of hearty, healthy salads. But everything that we post, it's still got to taste good. So the flavor's still going to be there. Don't worry, you guys, I'm not going off the rails, and I'm not going to be, posting all salads every day, but we will have some healthier options out there.
Harry McNeff suggested pizza.
Yes, so I just got a gluten-free pizza crust that we need to try. And I just got some charcoal for the grill too, so we'll have to do that. Maybe we'll do that this weekend.
Also lasagna, one of my favorites.
Just got done with meatballs, so maybe a meatball lasagna.
Now you're combining my 2 favorites?
Just saying.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing.
All right, I don't see any other questions or comments coming through.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for a great 2022. It was a lot of fun. Very excited for 2023 on what it brings. And thank you for joining us today.
All right, thanks, guys. See you.
Bye.